welcome to Week 3 of the North American League of Legends Championship Series Spring Split.
Bjergsen in the back line, and they're going to keep going. TSM is going to be looking for the win. Cloud9 won both games yesterday. It's going to be a 32-minute game for Cloud9. They pick up the win versus EG. Cloud9 taking a victory, and it's going to be at 40 minutes. Double It put himself in a scary situation here. And 3 shots, triple kill. 43 minutes for CLG and the victory.
I'm so excited for today's matchup between TSM and Cloud9.
Last time we played C9, we were scared, but this time we're definitely ready, and we're not going to choke.
Another clash of the top 2 teams in North America, and only one will come out on top.
Hello and welcome to Week 3 of the North American League Championship Series. We're beaming to you live from our Los Angeles studio in front of this incredible audience of awesome people. I am David Freak Turley, alongside Joshua Jet-Leesman. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty well, Freak. I know we got another day. There's something going on later. I think it's a really big game. TSM versus Cloud9.
It's going to be a fun one. Of course, we have 4 LCS games and a Challenger Best of 3 at the end of this one. A super lineup of games overall. As you said, man, C9 versus TSM at the end of the day. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm just excited for all the games.
Yeah, I'm going to be calling that one this afternoon with Riv, so I can't wait to see that one. It's the 2 top teams in North America, but we can't forget about the rest of the guys because Cloud9 came out of nowhere last season.
Yeah.
There's plenty of teams in North America with plenty of potential.
Exactly, and a reminder that the action isn't over at the end of the LCS action this afternoon. We do have bonus coverage of the Challenger Series as spring promo participants Cognitive Gaming take on former Velocity top laner Chris and his new team, VVV Gaming White.
Yeah, the last spot in the Challenger semis is up for grabs, and we'll bring you all that action immediately following the battle between TSM and Cloud9.
So now on to a couple of highlights from Saturday's North American LCS. It's the latest social media phenomenon, hashtag LCS Big Plays. First up, the double lift triple kill. At Philip Pohager tweets, that save on Chowster, the 2v3 by Chowlift was absolutely incredible. I'm just speechless. Well, apparently you're speechless, but not tweetless. Let's take a look at those legendary double lift Bane mechanics in LCS Big Play number 2.
Now, what the only opportunity is catching somebody out.
That was a Talisman of Ascension used there too, so they want Chowster on this. Looks like they are going to get him. Double Lift putting himself in a scary situation here. It may be enough though. The knock up and the lockdown, the armor pen is applied, and it looks like they're going to be able to get cross as well. Those are the plays Counter Logic Game was looking for. Boy, you're way too close. 3 shots, another kill, a triple kill.
Yeah, that was one hell of a clip right there. And next up in the LCS Big Plays train, we have the Dragon fight started by Lemonation's Ultimate. At Cheetahbot said, this was one of the most amazingly timed and placed Leonauts I've ever seen in the LCS. Surely, hashtag LCS Big Plays material. Let's take a look at the biggest play from Saturday's action. Here's number 1.
No heal for Cloud9. That's actually pretty big in stopping countering resets. This is going to be a Dragon Steal attempt for either team.
Oh, looks like Cloud9 kind of takes it over. The Dragon's not even dead yet. The smite going over to Meteos, but the fight is already engaged. The Cyclone not really hitting as many people as they want. Falls to the back line, takes out Daydreamin', and Clost is getting wiped out of this fight. Another Q from High takes him down. Shifter's locked up. The Zhonya's goes down before he can get over the wall, and it's a ward put over there by Meteos as well. He should be able to jump. They just get over the wall right away and take him out.
And you can see right there, Cloud9, an incredibly scary team fighting team, and I can promise you guys, we love watching these plays as much as you guys do.
Yeah, so keep them coming. Hit us up at LOL Esports and use the hashtag LCS Big Plays.
And now let's send it over to Riv and Kobe for a look at today's hashtag Big Storylines.
Thank you very much, Freak. I am Rivington Bislin III, along with Sam, Kobe, Hartman, Kensler. And Kobe, where else would you rather be than right here, right now, on our Super Sunday of LCS action?
If I'm actually going to be honest, beach in Belize, maybe?
All right, I'll be there.
That's not the answer you're looking for?
Looking at today's games, we have to start with the battle for first place at the end of today's NALCS action. These are 2 teams that have clearly distinguished themselves from the pack.
Yeah, and when these 2 teams face off, it's like a battle of superstars. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like having an all-star event at every position. Every member of each of these teams is performing at a very high level to split.
And even though both TSM and Cloud9 are 6-1 coming into the battle, psychologically you have to give the edge to Cloud9. They are the defending champs, and they've beaten Team Solo Mid 8 straight times.
Yeah, sure, TSM would like to just throw out that losing streak and say they're a whole new team now that they have Bjergsen. They'd also like to just throw out that first loss because of the Teemo pick, but facts are facts. They lost the game, and they haven't beaten Cloud9 in a very long time.
No, they have not. Let's take a look at the standings, or today's and the other matchups, I should say. First up, the game we will call together in a few minutes, XDG versus Counterlogic Gaming. Chowster has returned to the Rift, and Counterlogic Gaming is a perfect 1-0 so far, with him roaming the mid lane.
And after that, Curse squares off with an EG team that is struggling a little bit, and then CLG head back into the Rift for a second game, this time squaring off against Shifter and Coast.
And then in our final showdown, it's the game the NFL commissioner doesn't want you to know about. TSM against Cloud9. And if you look at our up-to-date standings, you see why the last game looms so large. The winner will be in sole possession of first place heading into Week 4.
After Dignitas, who's sitting in third with a bye this week, everyone else is all bunched up. And near the bottom there, we've got XGG. They're desperately looking for their first win in 2 weeks.
All right, Kobe. So when you look at the players of the NALCS so far, Bjergsen definitely comes to mind. 2-time defending MVP, leads the league in kills, and has probably already set some kind of record for most tweeted about player in a week or two span here. But it's not a one-man show. Who else are going to be watching for today?
All right, so we do have to start off with Meteos, Cloud9's jungler. Probably he poses the biggest threat to Bjergsen's MVP reign. He was least sensational Saturday in 2 wins he had, 5 kills, 0 deaths, and 31 assists.
Next up, his teammate, Lemonation, leading the league in assists. Not afraid to put himself in harm's way and has a strong engage for Cloud9 we should watch for.
Then also Zekint. You know, he's a support who's been playing just as well, but instead of the engages, he brought the disengage to the team. He played Janna for the first time of this season on Saturday, and he did everything he could to put Curse in a position to win.
Well, somebody that was able to put their team in a win was Chowster. A lot of people calling him Chowsuo, the latest temporary stop mid-gap laner here. He stepped up in a huge win against Curse, and I'll have 2 chances to bring more of that today.
And then finally, you know, so much attention has been paid to Zuna's transition to the jungle that a lot of people forgot about Xmithy. You know, he's gone under the radar here. He hasn't had the opportunity to make the plays that he did last year because he was roaming around on the jungle. Now he's stuck in bottom lane, so I have to see if he can have a big impact from there.
We have a lot of time to see, and if you're looking to buff your knowledge about all things LCS, head over to lolesports.com. There you can find the most up-to-date news and analysis, interviews with your favorite players, stats, box scores, and every NALCS game we've broadcast this season.
You can also reserve your spot to join our studio audience and get the full immersive game day experience. Just click on tickets for all the details, and if you ask politely, Riv might let you touch his face.
Be sure to weigh in on who will win today's matches. Click on matches at the top right, go to week 2, and lock in your vote. And remember, decisions are made by those who show up.